And we are live.
We
How's it
are
going, everybody? Welcome back to another Wednesday Q&A here on the Film Stock channel. I'm joined by Trevor from Film Geeks and Jaren from Jaren Talks Movies. And we're going to continue the conversation. How's everyone doing?
good, man.
Trevor, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing good.
Yeah, Jaren, how are you on this wonderful Wednesday?
I'm doing pretty good. Cannot complain. I'm excited to be back for a third week in a row. I can't believe you guys have had me back this many times, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
It's fun, man. I love the conversations we have.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys are in here, definitely drop your questions. We'll be here for a while. We love doing this. And consider hitting the like button because it helps with the algorithm. Something I always have to throw in there. But
I have to throw it in. I was waiting for it.
I see we have a bunch of people here in the chat already, which is awesome. Film Fanatic says hyped. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate the support. And number one superhero fan, perhaps the number one fan of the channel, always in here with all the questions. Thank you very much.
Sure.
The first one is worst real life ship you've ever heard of. We're getting into the TikTok terms with ship. Mine is Zendaya and Jacob Elordi. I have never heard of Jacob Elordi. I don't know if I'm a bum for that, but I don't know. I don't really have an answer for this. To either of y'all, Trevor?
Least favorite relationship? Is that what that's a ship means?
Like
I'm
people
uncultured.
that would be together in real life, I guess, like actors or actresses.
No, I don't. I'm not. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to people who they're together with. You know, I don't pay attention to that. My favorite right now is Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, dude. Happy for them. I love Ana de Armas. You know, definitely age difference, but that's beside the point. Age is just a number. Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. That's a good looking couple right there, dude.
Yeah. Jaren, do you keep up with any real life celebrity relationships?
I mean, I guess I do. No, maybe yes. I don't know, but like a weird one. I can't think of one that like doesn't fit. I'll tell you an underrated one. Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig. I don't think most people know that they're together.
Great one.
Yeah, they're just two geniuses.
Yeah, they have a son named Harold.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I saw it for like the awards last year. She was on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. And then there's Jimmy's like, oh, you have a son. She's like, yes, Harold. He's one now. And then she was talking about her son. I was like, that's really
Of course, they named their kid Harold.
And that's what he said. He goes like, why Harold? She goes, if you look at my son, he looks like a Harold. That's literally what she said. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Let's see. Number one superhero fan again. Wonder Woman or Black Widow? Jaren.
Wonder Woman.
Trevor.
I'm going to go Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow.
I think I have to go with Black Widow too right now. That white suit is really cool looking. So I don't know.
I'm more excited for Black Widow than I am Wonder Woman.
Me too.
I'm super excited for Wonder Woman, but like the Black Widow movie is gonna be. I think everyone's kind of sleeping on it. When it does come, it's gonna be banger, dude.
I'm just tired of seeing like 50,000 trailers for it already. I feel like they've had so many.
Too.
Which is like. That's how I feel with a lot of the movies that have been delayed. Like even the Bond movie. Like I'm hyped for it. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like we've seen so much footage from it. It's just like, I just want to see the movie.
I'm a fan.
No, yeah, I enjoy it. It's just like I want to see the movie.
Yeah,
I liked the first Bond trailer they dropped this year rather than the most recent one. The one before they dropped this one last week. That first one was bomb. This next one was definitely good, but like. If you're comparing the two trailers, the first one got me so much more excited, and then the second one I was like, it just showing me more. It's kind of confirming my excitement, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of with Chris. Like, I'm tired of these trailers. I want it to be here. I want to be here. Like Batman. Yeah. I can't keep watching the Batman trailer, dude. I need the movie already.
I can keep watching it. I'm totally fine with that.
I can pretty much act it out right now. I know everything that happens. I'm like, here he comes.
That's how you do a trailer. That is how you do a trailer.
No kidding.
We'll talk about a trailer that came out today later when we get there. I see someone already asked, but I can't wait to talk about that. But number one superhero fan says, which movie do you want to see more in the future? Spider-Man 3 or Ant-Man 3? I'll answer this first. I'll say Spider-Man 3 just because the cliffhanger post-credits, mid-credit scene from Far From Home, a bombshell was dropped. Like I genuinely don't know where they're headed with Spider-Man in the future of the MCU, and I need to see it. Ant-Man, I kind of know what I'm going to get. It's going to be like a fun, lighthearted MCU movie, and I enjoy the Ant-Man movies, but that Spider-Man movie is going to be wild. What do you think, Trevor?
Spider-Man 3, I'm more like Ant-Man when he's like in the Avenger movies or Captain America rather than his own movie. I dig his movies, but there's so much like smaller scale, pun intended, rather than the other ones. And Spider-Man 3, I don't know if you guys saw that John Cena posted like the Sandman picture. That's like really good casting in my opinion, dude. I am extremely excited for him to be the Sandman. Sandman was one of my favorite villains in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So
if Did they make it official?
I don't know if they made it official, but I know everyone's talking about it. So if he's there, I'm super pumped. And like, I just want to see Venom inside the MCU. That's it. That's all I want to see, man. Fingers crossed for it.
Okay. What about you, Jaren?
Yeah, definitely Spider-Man 3. I like both of the Ant-Man movies, but this one, like Trevor said, I'm really excited to see like the villains they go with and just kind of the direction they go with the character, because I feel like we haven't gotten what's it called? A standard Spider-Man movie. It's always been kind of tied way too much into the MCU, whether you're talking about like Tony Stark or the events that happened in Civil War or Infinity War. So I kind of want to see his own standalone story for once. I think it's going to be pretty good, but I'm excited for both.
Yeah, I'm anything MCU I'm going to be excited for, but Spider-Man 3 really has my interest peaked. Number one superhero fan, Guardians 2 or Iron Man 3. I'm going Iron Man 3. I agree with you. I'm also going Iron Man 3 pretty easily. I don't like Guardians 2 that much. You know, I think it's probably like bottom 5 MCU for me. Jaren, what about you?
I would say Iron Man 3 as well. I think it's very much slept on. Guardians Volume 2, every time I watch it, it kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth. It keeps going lower on my list. They kind of captured lightning in the bottle with the first film, and they tried to go in a completely different direction. That just didn't work with the second one.
Yeah. What about you, Trevor?
I dig Guardians too, man. I dig the Guardians, and I love Yondu in this movie. And like this, I quote Yondu all the time in this film, but also I like Ego. I think he's a really good villain. I honestly, Iron Man 3 is extremely underrated, like underappreciated as well. The end battle in Iron Man 3 with all like the Iron Man suits, that is straight badass. Not a fan of how they gave Pepper powers and took Tony Stark's thing out. But other than that, Iron Man 3 is still a solid movie nonetheless. I remember seeing it in theaters. I was so pumped for it. I watched the trailer so much times leading up to it. I was gassed, man. So Iron Man 3 is great. I prefer Guardians.
The trailer broke the internet. Like it was like the most viewed trailer when it came out, I think. Iron Man 3.
Really?
The first Iron Man 3 trailer, I think.
Well, I don't know if you remember the trailer. Like, it's like he takes off his glasses and he's like, "I'm not afraid of you," and like starts showing these montage of like clips of everything getting blown up. And I was like, "Dude, this looks so good."
I don't think I've ever seen a trailer of that movie. I remember like people were talking about it when I was in fifth grade. Yeah,
I never saw it.
Check out the trailer. It's a really, really good trailer.
Yep. Stranger Boys in here. What's going on? I like the new logo.
Yeah.
Netflix took out off that 70s show. Like, why? Yeah, I know. I saw Jaren was tweeting about that. It's
I'm
pretty
so
upsetting.
bummed, man.
That's terrible.
That's one of the all-time great sitcoms, like feel-good shows, I'd say. So yeah, it's sad. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someone has to pick that up, right?
I'm wondering where did it air?
Probably on NBC. Peacock, yeah. They're gonna have everything in a second, because isn't The Office gonna leave Netflix after this year? I think it is.
I think it's going to Peacock because it was an NBC show.
Yeah. Here's the question we've been waiting for, though. Ryan O'Toole, what's going on, man? Glad to see you're in here. And he says, what did y'all think of that Dune trailer? I'll start with you, Trevor, the one in the middle on the framing. How do you feel about the trailer, man?
I thought it was a very well-made trailer. I think this movie's going to be extremely, extremely badass. But I don't know what it was. I felt a little underwhelmed. I did.
Really?
And I am comparing. This is probably my fault because like I was expecting to love this trailer like I love the Batman trailer, and it was nowhere near that for me. That's where I think I kind of got to kick myself a little bit. But also, I still have no idea really what this movie's about. I've never seen Dune and never read Dune. But Timothée Chalamet is my favorite actor. I'm going to be there. I'm still excited for it. It looks like an amazing movie. I think I need to do some research as to what this movie's actually about before I get really, really excited.
Yeah. Jaren, I know you're excited based on your Twitter, but you can share your thoughts.
Yeah, me on the other hand, I thought it was everything I wanted and more. Like Trevor, I didn't know anything about Dune. I don't know anything about the source material, but all I've heard is that, well, number one, it's from one of the best directors in the game, Denis Villeneuve. But then also, Dune apparently came out before Star Wars, like the books. and apparently they took a lot of inspiration from Dune. So anything that inspires something like Star Wars, Star Trek, all those sci-fi epics, that's got a lot of good source material there, on top of the cast being so stacked and just the scale of it all. Like, it looked absolutely beautiful to me. I don't know anything about it still, but I'm going to be there day one. Like, it looked so good to me.
Yeah, I'm still excited for it. I don't want to say I'm not. I just don't know enough about it to get super, super pumped for it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like between Jaren and Trevor. I'm between both of you guys right now. Like, I'm very excited for it. I have been ever since it was announced. The trailer was awesome. There's no denying that. It really was. I'm excited. Like, I just don't know. Like, it's like the first time you saw the Tenet trailer, you know, you were like, this is awesome. It's Christopher Nolan. I have no idea what it's about. Like, that's how I feel, which is good. Like, I don't need to know the plot for Dune, like, right now. I have heard it compared to like a Lord of the Rings thing multiple times to Star Wars, kind of this epic franchise.
I didn't get Lord of the Rings.
And yeah, while it's compared to that, I think it's going to be its own sci-fi thing.
For sure. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to be a franchise even. I think that depends on the box office success of the movie.
Yep.
Definitely. But I think that the movie's going to be really good. And it's going to be a front runner at the Oscars, especially for like technical categories. But I think that it could maybe get a Best Picture nomination. Maybe. We'll see.
Well, now they're saying like there's rumors that like the Oscars might not even happen. Like, that's just kind of like a shame to like all the movies that actually do come out this year, you know?
That'll be very upsetting.
It might not even come out this year. There was this article saying that Warner Brothers is considering pushing back what's it called? Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah. Sammy boy
if that
said
happens, if that happens, then Dune could possibly be pushed back to next year, just because they're looking at the box office of Tenet, and apparently it's underperforming. So
only
they're
to
trying
20
to hold
million
off.
in the United States.
Yeah,
150 million globally, which is fine, but like for a $250 million budget movie, and you're only at 20 million in the United States. Yeesh, that's this. California is a huge part of the box office. LA, and it's still closed. That's a big risk, and that's why I was worried about Tenet coming out. I said, dude, we're just gonna get a couple more Netflix, VOD, maybe unhinged type stinkers rather than these big blockbusters. You know, 2021, if the world opens back up, will be probably the best year for movies of all time.
Hey,
but
I'm triggered.
Right now,
you just triggered me. You said unhinged type stingers. I like that movie. I had
fun with it, but like you can't say it's like an Oscar type movie. You know,
that is Oscar. That is best picture worthy. I'm sorry. You're wrong.
Trevor, I thought that everyone was saying Russell Crowe's getting an Oscar nomination for that movie.
He probably will.
I can't even say
this year he could.
I haven't even seen the movie, so I'm just maybe I will
show
never
you
watch
a bad day. God,
I will never
so
watch
cringy.
Unhinged. I'm letting everyone hear.
Why not? I was at
the
point.
I was at the point in that movie. I felt like the slasher met like Final Destination type stuff. Like, and like it was so weird. It's super slasher. You can't kill the dude. He gets hit with cars. He gets shot. He gets stabbed. You can't kill him.
That's the point.
That's a slasher movie, bro.
Exactly. I know.
I was just like, but like when I heard Russell Crowe didn't bother me. It was the main gal. I thought she was just terrible. Never sounded like scared or anything like that. Russell Crowe was actually really good. Give him the Oscar nom. I don't even care, bro.
Yeah. Okay. If I skip any questions, it's because we already answered it. I see Certain's in here. We already talked about Black Widow and Wonder Woman 84, but I'm glad to see you here, man. Stranger Boy, what was the last good Nickelodeon show?
Ooh.
Trevor, you have any that come to mind immediately?
The last, I just have ones that are good. Drake and Josh, iCarly, SpongeBob SquarePants, Ned's Declassified, Zoe 101, Victorious.
I was going to say Victorious. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
That was last week.
Gushing about it, yeah.
I take it back. It would go Drake and Josh and Victorious, then Zoe 101. That's how much I was watching Drake and Josh clips. I follow his Twitter page called Drake and Josh Out of Context, and it just shows all these random clips. I'm like, God, this show is brilliant, man.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah. There's too many. Nickelodeon had a peak during our childhood, you know. And now I don't watch it now, but like nothing will ever be as good as it was.
Yeah. Jaren, what about you? Last good Nickelodeon show.
The last one is probably Victorious, but all of those other shows that Trevor mentioned in that area, that's when they were really doing good. Other shows that they've had since then, weird. Just
haven't watched since was Big Time Rush around the same time as Victorious? Because that's what I.
Oh yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, it was like a little bit before it. I think Big Time Rush was great. God, it was.
Their music still slaps, bro.
We talked about that last week too. Yeah.
Yep.
Stranger Boy also says, did you get the new Travis Scott meal at McDonald's? Trevor? No?
No, I haven't.
Jaren?
I just heard that was a thing.
Wait, that's actually like it's on the menu now.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's like
a Jack thing.
It's like a burger with bacon on it and something like that Travis Scott created.
I remember I looked at like what it was and I thought, oh, this is like super bland, but okay.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like anything special.
No,
it's like a bacon cheeseburger. Like a bacon cheeseburger. And like people are doing it for TikTok fame, you know, people are eating it going, it's amazing. I was like, nothing from McDonald's is amazing. Every time you eat McDonald's, you go, man, I should not do that again. You know?
Yeah, but in the moment, it's good. It is.
In the moment, it's great. After you're
like, fries destroy. Their fries are so good.
Oh, dude,
fries,
elite.
Man. Fries, yeah, elite for sure. Sammy Boy says, "Are you guys big gamers? Any favorite games recently?" Jaren, are you a big gamer?
Not until they release NCAA football again. I still play NCAA 14, but like I only play like sports games. So like that, MLB The Show. Well, I actually can't play that unless I'm at like my brother's house because I only have an Xbox. But then also like Madden and 2K. Other than that, not really.
Yeah, I hear you with NCAA. It's the greatest video game. NCAA 14, probably the GOAT video game. When it comes to like non-sports, the Arkham games, Spider-Man PS4, Uncharted, those are like really fun ones. What about you, Trevor?
I just recently got Madden 21, dude. I'm a Madden guy. 2K is the same game over and over. I stopped playing probably 2 years ago. And FIFA, I play FIFA a little bit too. But Madden, I used to play Call of Duty, but like not anymore. Madden all day. All day, bro.
I think 2K14 was the last one I played like a ton. And that was so much fun. Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
They used to be fun.
My friend would always use like the Spurs, I want to say, and I would use like the Heat or something like that. Yeah,
I think 2K14 was the last like huge update that they got. I feel like after 2K14,
16, which 16 is the one where you could either get like AD, Steph Curry, or someone else on the cover. I forget who the
other that's right. Yeah.
But like it just anymore, it's the same exact game. It's just not fun, and like it just made it like the graphics look better, sure. But like when I'm the Warriors, I want to come running down with Steph Curry and nail a three, and I never do. I'm like, I'm turning this crap off. Like it's super annoying.
Yeah. There's our 2K rant for the night. If anyone plays it, let us know in the chat. Let's see. Film Alliance. I think you just recently subscribed. So how you doing? Hello.
Yeah.
You just subscribed to my channel too.
Mine too. Yeah. What's up, Film Alliance?
And someone new to the community. Yeah. Film you disliked at first because of a bad theater experience. And do you have one that comes to mind? Because I have one that comes to mind, and dislike's not the word I would use. Indifferent would be the word. But if either of you have one, you can go first.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and go. So when I saw Joker in theaters the first time, I was like super sketched out the whole time just because of like the buzz around the media, just like the media trying to like spark fear. So like I was on edge in the theater, and like anytime someone got up to go to the bathroom, I would be like watching them like a hawk. And I was like not focused fully the first time I saw it. And as a result, I was like, this movie is like, I didn't know how to feel about it because I was experiencing something not related to the movie that altered it. I watched the movie on Blu-ray, and it's freaking great. Like I once I got out of the theater and relaxed and like thought about it and watched a bunch of videos, it was in my top 5. I think it was number 3 for last year. It is amazing. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen with Joaquin. So that's kind of a weird theater experience I had. But Jaren, do you have one yet?
Film that I dislike, not really, but I know there was an experience where like I couldn't gather my full thoughts. I know when I saw Hereditary the first time in the theater, this guy was walking up the stairs like through the middle of the movie, and he had a backpack on, and he was like acting really sketchy. And then like he sat right next to us, like a seat over from me and my mom, and he just kind of had his hand in his bag the whole time. And I was like,
I'm out of there.
And the whole movie is about like demon possession and like people like freaking out and doing all this stuff and witchcraft. And I was thinking, okay, this is not the time, man. And I was just like, I kept my eye on him the whole time. Like I wasn't even focused on the movie because I was so sketched out. So
someone had a backpack like that in Black Panther opening night, and like it was very sketchy. Like they got up midway through the movie and like just walked out, and they never came back. So I'm always on edge in theaters. But what about you, Trevor?
I don't really, honestly, I honestly don't have like a film I disliked the first. The last like bad experience I had, I saw Dumbo, which was my fault in general, but it was like an 8 o'clock showing, and these people brought like, I mean, this little girl was maybe like 1 to 2, and they brought her to an 8 o'clock movie. I was like, what are you doing? And this little girl was just screaming, getting up and down, and they basically put on a cartoon show. I didn't like Dumbo anyway, but they put on a cartoon show with the volume on, and she was sitting next to me watching a cartoon show when we were watching a movie. I was like, I've never seen you distract a kid from TV with more TV. I don't like that when people give their kid a phone to distract them. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But that was my fault for seeing Dumbo, I guess.
Yeah, I never saw that movie, so yeah.
You're not missing anything.
Dude,
I probably never will watch it.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. Stranger Boy asks, what was your favorite PBS kids show? From him, it was World Girl, Odd Squad, and Cyber Chase. I don't really remember the names of the ones I watched, but there were certain images from the shows I remember, but I can't think of a name. Do you have any, Jaren?
Okay, my top 3. Word Girl, Curious George, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Clifford was good. Clifford was good. I remember that one. Yeah.
Clifford was elite, dude. Clifford all day. I was trying to think like what
Caillou on PBS. Was Caillou on PBS? Do you remember that show?
Yeah, it was, I think. Wait, was it? Yeah.
I don't know. Trevor, did you watch any PBS?
Yeah, Clifford. I remember watching Clifford all the time as a kid. And Curious George of the Jungle. Dude, great show.
Yep. Let's see. Is there a film that is regarded as one of the greats that you can't get into? Jurassic Park for me. Trevor, do you have any?
Film that is regarded as one of the greats that you can get. I guess it's a recent one, but it's divisive. But Dunkirk. I know my boys here both really enjoy the movie, dude. I did not think it's that good.
Fair. You know, I respect your opinion. But Jaren, do you have any?
Actually, that kind of leads into mine, which is also a Christopher Nolan movie. Just watched it, I think, last night. It was The Prestige. I wanted to love it. I really did. Yeah. I don't hate it, but I can't get into it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm throwing it back to the 50s. This will trigger at least someone because people get triggered when I talk about this movie. Go ahead and dislike. I don't really care. It's Dr. Strangelove, the Kubrick movie. It's like a satire on like the Cold War, and it's like not funny at all to me. And I called it outdated in like a Blu-ray hunt, and people were like, "I lost faith in humanity when he said this movie is outdated." And I was like, "Okay, like the movie's boring as hell." But yeah, I'm just coming in with the hot takes right now. It is what it is. I don't like the movie. A lot of people love it though, which is fine. That's totally cool. I just didn't, and people hate on me for it, whatever. Yeah.
I've never seen a Hitchcock movie.
That was actually Kubrick, sir.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but you need to watch Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Hitchcock Psycho. For October, you should watch that one. It's a good horror movie.
Yeah, I almost bought it the other day.
You should. There's a really cool Best Buy steelbook, which is like pink, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. Film that should have never gotten a sequel. Probably Cars. If I'm being honest, there no need to make more Cars movies. Trevor,
I'm gonna say 22 Jump Street.
What?
You're saying 22 should not have existed?
Yes, I am saying that.
Oh my goodness, that offends me.
Wow.
But I mean, I want to hear why.
I don't like either Jump Street movies. I thought the first one was hilarious in the first 10 minutes, extremely boring throughout the rest of the movie. The last 20 minutes, extremely hilarious again. The second one is the same exact thing. It feels the same exact thing, scene for scene. The funniest part is when Channing Tatum's running around saying he effed the captain's daughter. That's the funniest part to me. And the second one, don't like it. Jaren, you can be quiet. You don't like the Lord of the Rings movies.
Let us not forget the freaking restaurant scene, though. The restaurant scene in 22, when he is like, what's his name? I almost said T-Pain. Ice Cube is like going through the buffet, and Jonah Hill's just sitting there. It's hilarious. But anyway, I digress. Yeah. Do you have any, Jaren? Or do you agree on Cars?
I really agree on Cars, but like if I no, I don't want to say anything because I really don't know. I guess I'll just go with Cars.
That's fair. Max Movies Edits, aka Max Talks Movies. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Check out his new channel. I believe he does movie edits over there. Definitely show him some love on that channel and Max Talks Movies. Check him out. But he says, where do you guys have Tenet on your 2020 ranking? I've seen it twice now, and I think it's probably my favorite of the year. Jaren?
I've seen it 4 times now, and it's numero uno.
Yeah. And Trevor?
I would say it's in my. I've seen probably 30 movies this year. Probably in my top 10, maybe number 10.
Okay. 9 above it. I would like to hear those 9. You don't have to reveal.
I don't know. I would say
yeah.
I don't know them off the top of my head. But I'm trying to think. I'd say it's top 10. How about that?
How about would you put Onward above it just for the people?
Yes.
You would? Okay.
Absolutely.
Onward's number 2 for me. Onward over The Invisible Man right now, which is crazy. I sure rewatching The Invisible Man could change it.
Did King of Staten Island drop for you, Chris?
Yeah, significantly since I saw it. It was like good at the time, but it's not even in my top 5. I like Palm Springs. I watched Palm Springs recently, never reviewed it, but that movie is really good. Like I didn't think I was gonna like it because Trevor wasn't like a fan of it, which is cool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It. So yeah, we all have differing opinions on this stream, but I almost love the movie. Like it's really, really clever.
Yeah.
Didn't think I was going to because Groundhog Day is kind of overrated, but it is what it is. We're gonna do some speed round here. Isox is in here. What's going on? Max Movie Edits, are you excited for the NFL game tomorrow night? Yes, you're dang right I am. Chiefs Texans. Is everyone here going to watch that? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have it on.
Possibly.
Yeah. It's going to be a good one. Excited to see the NFL back. What do you guys think of the show Ozark? Have either of you seen Ozark?
I have not.
Seen the first season. It's a pretty good show.
Okay. I binged all 3 back in when the whole pandemic started. Love the show. It's one of my favorite shows that comes on. Can't wait for season 4. I think it's going to be the last season. They're going to split it in 2 parts, kind of like the Breaking Bad season 5, which gets me pumped. They're not going to overextend their stay, and I think they know how they're going to stick the landing. I can't wait. Let's see. Stranger Boy, favorite and least favorite subjects for me, art and science. Ours favorite, and then least favorite would be math. Trevor, what about you? School subjects.
I was a PE type of guy. That's where I succeeded mostly.
Yeah.
If I'm being serious though, I would say English. I liked writing. I liked reading books and dissecting them in school. That's probably my favorite part. Math though, I could care less about math. I was so bored.
What about you, Jaren?
I have the same exact picks as Trevor. Love English, hate math.
Yeah.
I agree, but also I hate science so much, and I just always thought it was the most useless of them all. History, I loved history. I would actually get excited to go in 11th grade because my teacher brought this energy. Coach King, I have stories to tell about that man. He's a legend. And then in econ, I actually enjoyed that class. And Coach Whitmer was there. He was one of my favorite. I could talk to him for hours. After school, I would stay sometimes, just talk to him. He was a great guy.
That's cool.
Sammy Boy, excited for Mandalorian season 2? Of course, can't wait. Cannot wait. And that actually comes out next month. Like that comes out next month. New Star Wars content. Get excited, people. I mean, you guys got to finish first. You got to finish the show first. But
yeah.
Can I give a hot take right now?
Please do.
I haven't finished The Mandalorian because I wasn't as big of a fan of it as everyone else is.
Okay.
And I'm not necessarily excited for Mandalorian season 2. I'll probably watch it to review it.
Mm-hmm.
But if people love Star Wars content and they love the show, you don't want to come to me for my input. I'll just say that.
All right. We'll have to talk off camera about that. What about you, Trevor? Is the reason, all right, come clean with me. Is the reason you haven't finished The Mandalorian season 1 because time consuming TV or because you aren't as interested as you want it to be?
Definitely interested. I almost went back to watch it the other night. TV shows are hard for me to really get into. It is really, really hard for me. Movies, I can watch 4 movies in a day, no problem. Watch a season of TV, it's like asking me to run a marathon. I don't know why.
That's so true.
It's so hard for me, man. Like these guys, like I give it to the Austin Burke, Jared Buckendahl movie files who can watch a TV show in a day.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you. I am not your guy to do that. I just get too bored. And that's why I like movies better than shows because the shows have so many like filler episodes that are build up that just feel kind of useless a lot of times, So I'm just like, dang, a movie, I got 2 hours and then it's done. A show, I got 10 hours. I'm like, no thanks.
I'm still on the Lovecraft train though.
Now, Lovecraft brought me back on the love. I was about to stop watching it.
Should I hop on?
Yes, absolutely.
It's different than any show you'll see because no episode follows like directly after the other. Like episode 3 and 4, but kind of do. But like the rest of the show feels like each episode's like a different story. It's really crazy.
Somebody said it's kind of like Scooby Doo. You know how they each like have new mysteries to solve every episode? Yeah. It's kind of like that.
But episode 4, straight Indiana Jones, National Treasure.
So
People are
good.
saying
Yeah.
Indiana Jones
Really?
vibes. It was like, dude, it was like booby traps, water breaking. It was like I was on the edge of my seat screaming, dude. It was so
awesome.
Episode 4, best episode yet. It brought me back. I was about to stop watching, finish episode 4, and I said, I'm back in love with this show. Wow.
right.
I texted Jaren. I Snapchat him. I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be watching the show anymore, dude. And he was like, wow, that's crazy. And then I watched the episode. I was like, oh, I'm so watching this show.
It definitely picked back up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch it. And it's executive produced by Jordan Peele, you said?
Yeah.
And
Very cool.
J.J. Abrams, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Stranger Boy, are you more hyped for Into the Spider-Verse 2 or Spider-Man 3 MCU Spider-Man? Probably going to have to say Spider-Man 3, like I said earlier, that post-credit scene.
Wow.
And what about you, Trevor?
Spider-Verse 2 for me, man. Spider-Verse is my favorite anime movie of all time. So Spider-Verse 2 for me.
Okay. And Jaren?
That's a hard one for me because, like, Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie, but also I feel like you could leave it at just one movie and it'd be totally fine. Whereas, like, Spider-Man 3, it left you on a cliffhanger for a purpose. Like, it's got a lot more to offer, which I think Into the Spider-Verse 2, I don't know. Either one, if I had to pick one that I'd rather see, like, right now, honestly, Spider-Man 3, but it's, like, really close.
Yeah. Like, once we see something and have, like, an idea of Spider-Verse 2, like, I'm going to be hyped for it. Like, I'm excited to see another one. It's just trailers usually do that for me, or at least a promotional image or something. Max movie edits. Have any of you seen any Akira Kurosawa movies? Jaren, have you?
I'm trying to think what he's done.
Seven Samurai is probably the big one.
Okay, I haven't seen
Fortress,
that movie.
Dreams. I haven't, but it's on my list. Seven Samurai is like the big one I need to watch.
No, I've not seen any of his movies, sadly.
Okay, yeah. Seven Samurai I will watch by the end of the year at some point. It's like an epic 3-hour movie, I want to say. It's on Criterion, I just haven't watched it for whatever reason. Stranger Boy, least favorite streaming service. Trevor, you have a least favorite?
I don't have Hulu, and I never dug Hulu. You know? That's
yeah,
just
Hulu's fine. Of like the main ones, I'd probably say Amazon's my least favorite. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jaren?
I rent movies on Amazon rather than watch their content.
Yeah.
See, I kind of dig Amazon because I feel like they have a bunch of obscure stuff that all the other streaming platforms don't have. But for me, probably my least favorite is Hulu as well. Not because it's bad, but it's just very limited on the content it has to offer.
Yeah.
And I feel like every once in a while, they'll come out with a gem like Palm Springs, which I know is Trevor's #1 movie of the year.
I'm going to rewatch it so I can. I remember the day I watched it was not a good day for my life. So I need to rewatch it so I can. I put my dog down that day and I watched it after that. So I think that really tainted my experience. So I was like in a mood of like I hated everything. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this movie was on and I just straight fire roasted it.
Which is not a good movie to watch when you're upset because both of the characters are kind of like low key depressed through most of the movie.
Yep, they are.
Yep, I watched A Dog's Purpose instead and made me cry. I just want those out there for everyone, basketball fans. The Boston Celtics are in double overtime against Toronto Raptors. They're up 110-108. Just want to throw that out there because I'm a big basketball guy.
Hey, what's the series though? What are they at right now?
Boston's up 3-2.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
I'm rooting for Boston. Boston and Lakers is what I want. Boston and Lakers.
Yeah. I just want the Lakers to get there. But anyway, I have a question. Why do people think Bucky Barnes is better than Star-Lord? I
don't
know. I think that there's a decent amount of people who do. I prefer Star-Lord, but they're both good characters, I think. What about you, Jaren?
I just think people have their taste. People are going to have differing opinions. I've never actually heard anybody compare the two, honestly.
Yeah, me either.
I would choose Star-Lord if I had to pick between the two, but I mean, you like what you like.
Yep.
True.
And Trevor, you agree? Star-Lord?
Yeah, no, for sure. We have more Star-Lord. We know more about him. I feel like we don't know anything about Bucky other than that he's Steve's friend and he was brainwashed to kill Tony Stark's parents. That's all.
Exactly.
Cam, are you in here?
Cam, trigger warning. CertainVids, I just watched The Evil Dead again. Thoughts on the trilogy, also the 2013 remake. Haven't seen a single one. Have you? Yeah, have you, Jaren?
Yeah, I love the trilogy so much. I think it's very amazing. Meta. The remake is like super, super good, almost better than the original. I'm actually, because I do like the October horror special, so October I'm gonna do like a bunch of horror reviews and rankings.
Yeah,
and
nice.
I'm gonna rank the trilogy because I'm very passionate about it. I love these movies.
Nice.
Awesome. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you think Tenet will break even? Trevor, I'll ask you first.
It's gonna be close. I think like its best case scenario is the break even. If that's Warner Brothers did Tenet, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think if Tenet doesn't like make it's not gonna make a lot of money. It's not. It's unfortunate. There's freaking 4 people in my theater, and they call it. I think it was 10 people, including myself, and my girlfriend, and they labeled it sold out. And I was like, you could have put more people. We had our entire row to ourselves. There could have been more people in there, dude. It was
That's
bad.
awful.
Yeah, there was 2 people. Our row had 26 seats. It was a giant theater. We were in 2, and there was 2 guys at the very, very end of our row, and there was like 6 people behind us, and I was like, "Dang, this is terrible, man." So
yeah, there wasn't a lot of people at mine either, man.
it's gonna be very close, or it's not. And that's a bummer.
I think Nolan will still get big budgets in the future, but
Yeah, no, he
like,
will.
this is just
It's
unprecedented. Yeah,
unprecedented times, exactly. We need this year to be over with.
yeah, definitely. CertainVids least favorite X-Men movie. For him, it's Apocalypse. Jaren, what's your least favorite X-Men movie?
My least favorite is The Last Stand, but I think close behind that is honestly The New Mutants. Like, I could not stand that movie.
It's so bad,
It's so
in my
bad.
opinion. And Trevor, what about you?
When I rewatch all these movies, it's deemed itself one of my favorite franchises of all time. And though I had some fun with the New Mutants, that is my least favorite. I'm actually The Last Stand. I know you guys have those movies when you're a kid. It's always on at yours or your friend's house. I was like always on. That was The Last Stand for myself and my friends. Yeah. The most boring of the original trilogy, X-Men trilogy. It was always on TV. I don't know why. Whoever's house we were watching that movie, so that one holds like a really near and dear place to my heart. So I love the X-Men Last Stand, but New Mutants is, yeah. Eesh.
New Mutants is garbage. It's probably my least favorite, but Trevor's favorite is wink wink X-Men Origins Wolverine, bro. It's garbage to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's like got a soft spot in your heart. It's just like, my gosh.
You're not alone.
It's fun.
It's a dude. I hate what they did with Deadpool.
I appreciate it more now.
Yeah.
Because of the
I had way more fun with it than I did New Mutants. I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, it has Hugh Jackman in it, so that alone is a win. Like the New Mutants characters, like that movie, I'll never watch that movie again. So it's definitely bottom tier.
I'll probably buy it because I'm stupid.
Yeah, do what you want, my friend. But what was I going to say? I haven't seen Dark Phoenix, and I hear a lot of people hate that one. So
it's not bad.
It's the only one I haven't seen.
Not bad at all. Thank you. I'm not a big fan of the Phoenix story itself, but like the Dark Phoenix, like I was expecting to hate it, and I watched it last year, and I was like, no lie, this is like really, really good. Like I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Nick Talks Flicks. What's going on, man? Glad to see you in here. He says, can't really watch much tonight. Wanted to stop in and send you guys my love. Keep up the great work, guys. Yeah, you keep it up too, man. I was watching like 2 or 3 of your videos yesterday, and I was telling AJ when I filmed something with him earlier, I've watched your content since before I had film stock. So I do really enjoy your stuff, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I would love to have you on a live stream soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Nick's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Ryan O'Toole, Black Widow and Soul. Which one is going to get put on Disney Plus? I have a strong feeling it's Soul. I think that if they do put one on Disney Plus, it's Soul. But as of now, I think they're both going to hit theaters based on trends and like what's going on recently. Jared, what do you think?
I agree with you completely. I think that Soul would definitely be the one to go. But I don't know. It's really hard to tell now with how Tenet's performing because I think that's going to be like a big factor with all of the studios. But right now, I think that they have the chance. So I think they'd both make it to theaters.
Yeah, and I just think that real quick before you go, Trevor, I think the Black Widow, it's like Tenet almost in a sense that people are craving to see it on the big screen. It's like a superhero movie. It will draw more people out there. How do you feel, Trevor?
We need more California. First off, to open at least LA because LA is a huge box office. If these movies come out, I don't think either goes on Disney Plus. Soul would be the one too, but I don't think either will, because like Mulan, I think did $35 million in their sales, which is good, but the movie costs like over $200 million to make, so it's not that good. Once you put a movie on your streaming service, it's kind of just like, yeah, that was a bust. I want to see Soul next March if it doesn't come out this year. I want to see it in theaters next March. So we'll see.
I want to see them both in theaters, but I would pay $30 to see a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
I would.
Oh yeah.
I'd pay $30 for either, truthfully, just because I love the MCU and Pixar so much. But CertainVids, who has the dumber plan, Mysterio or Kingpin into the Spider-Verse? I think that I don't know if either of them have like a super dumb plan. Truthfully, that's just my opinion. Jaren, I know you're like probably the biggest Spider-Man fan of the three, so I want to hear your take first.
I don't think either of their plans are necessarily dumb. I think they're both kind of simple. I guess I'd say that Kingpin does have the weaker plan of the two. He did really seem like, if I had to have a downside of Into the Spider-Verse, it's definitely Kingpin as a character, because he just was kind of there to be the big bad. I understood what they were trying to go for, but I guess if I had to choose between the two, it'd be him.
Yeah, I'd say the dumber plan is also Kingpin, just because I love the the monologue that Gyllenhaal gives in Far From Home now, and I used to think that was like a flaw with the movie. And I know I'm upsetting you, Certain. I like Far From Home. I know that the two gents here don't even love it as much.
Yeah, I don't like.
I don't love the movie. I enjoy it. I think it's a really fun time. But dumber plan, I'd probably say Kingpin. But neither are dumb in my opinion, surprisingly.
No.
And what about you, Trevor?
I honestly, I don't really have an opinion on this, if I'm being quite honest.
Fair enough, my friend.
I never looked at it like as like, that plan's stupid, or Mysterio plans. I never looked at it like that. I know Certain's the hardcore Spidey guy, so
yeah.
Don't want to. He's just gonna school me in this debate. So no answer, no comment.
Yeah. I feel like a sneeze coming on, so if I sneeze soon, I'll mute the mic. CertainVids top 2 Spidey games: Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time for me. I've only played Spider-Man PS4, and then I want to say Spider-Man 2 or 1 on I think it was the first Spider-Man, like the movie game on the PlayStation 2, but I didn't have it. I played it at a friend's house, so I'll go with those. Jaren, have you played many Spider-Man games?
I've not played one Spider-Man game. That's why I'm getting the PS5, so I can play all the Spider-Man I want.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Haven't played one.
And Trevor,
you haven't played
one? Okay. Ryan says more Madden than 2K. Yeah, Madden is just so much more fun, but NCAA, it's better than all of them. Better than all the sports games.
Yeah.
Stranger Boy, favorite Friends episode. Don't watch it. And I've only seen a few.
I know Jaren's like favorite show of all time.
Okay, so I think there's a lot of episodes I like, but I think I'm trying to think of the episode. I'm gonna look this up really, really quick. Friends Thanksgiving. Okay, I don't know the episode number. I'm not gonna worry about it. But there's this episode to where they're like having Thanksgiving dinner, and then they go out into the park after watching a football game, and they play football in the park until like Monica's turkey is ready, because Monica and Ross can't get along. I don't know. It's a long story. Like, you guys probably don't appreciate it as much as I do, but that's the episode that sticks in my mind the most.
Yeah. I've actually seen a fair amount of the earlier ones with Cam. It was one of her rotation shows when I was like in high school. So we'd hang out. She'd watch Friends. She likes it a lot. I'm indifferent, really. I don't think it's that great, but it's like not awful. There's a one that's where like, I'm not even gonna know the names. Joey, and I think I think his name's Joey, is like on a show. He's like a doctor or something. I could be wrong.
Dr. Drake Ramore.
Yeah, that one's pretty good from what I remember. So, and Trevor, not a Friends guy?
No, you know what? Jess, girlfriend, watches it a lot. She switches between Friends and Grey's Anatomy. That's like her two shows she switches through. Mm. She's seen Grey's Anatomy, no lie, 8 times all the way through. There's 17 seasons.
I'm
not.
She stays up
to to watch any of that. Yeah.
I can't get my brother and his girlfriend are watching Grey's Anatomy. He's like, dude, that's a fire show. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. Friends though, whenever Jess watches Friends, I'm like glued to the TV. Like, I think it's hilarious. Chandler and Joey, right? That's like the two funny guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're really, really
like
funny.
Not funny. Yeah.
No, they are.
I think everyone's funny.
Yeah, I just don't know their names. David Schwimmer, Courtney Cox, Jennifer Aniston. They're all great. And Phoebe was hilarious, dude. But like they go meet down at Central Perk. It's called the coffee spot.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not that rookie of a Friends guy. Yeah, honestly, it's a really good show. I might start watching it after this.
Okay, that's like for me. I just never landed with it because I prefer How I Met Your Mother, The Office. Even Parks and Rec, which like I know the debate between I cannot speak English. The debate between Parks and Rec and The Office is a very hot debate.
It's Parks and Rec.
The Office. It's The Office all day for me at least, but I still enjoy Parks and Rec. Like I'm allowed to like both. You know, some people don't think that. And then there's another show, That 70 Show, of course. Those are all ones I prefer to Friends.
That 70 Show is great, dude.
How I Met Your Mother though is like my first love in like a TV show. Like I watched that in 8th grade, and like it was like the perfect time to watch the show.
Did you guys ever watch? Did you guys ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, my brother loves that show. I need to watch it, and I heard it's so like dark comedy. I would like it probably.
I've tried to watch it before, and like, cause I used to play soccer, and my teammates all watched the show, and I was like, okay, I'll hop on this. Dude, I thought it was trash. And it's so popular. I literally never laugh. Like I give a show, if I'm gonna like watch a show, I give it like 5 episodes if the whole thing's on. And dude, I didn't laugh once, and I was like, I'm gonna turn this off right now, dude. Like, and like That 70 Show, Red, Eric Foreman, Kelso, Hyde, like right away, dude.
Stop talking to me, you whore.
That's a great impression. That was a great impression.
Oh man, that was really good, dude. How he says that too. But God, That 70 Show. Well, damn, Jackie, I can control the weather. That's such a great show. And once everyone started leaving, this is what half of them shows, which I don't like them. They stick around too long. When Michael Scott was no longer on The Office should have been no more.
Correct.
When Eric Foreman left That 70 Show, That 70 Show should have been no more.
But Randy is fire. I actually like Randy. I thought he was not bad.
Nah, I don't. He looked. I don't like him. He was like
Seth
a mix Meyers'
between
brother,
Kelso
right?
and he is. I thought he was a mix between Kelso and Eric.
Yeah, I was literally like butthurt that Eric wasn't there because I liked him so much.
Yeah. Eric Foreman was hilarious. What'd you have this morning? Carnation instant bitch. Oh, funny.
It's hard to top Red though. Like Red is like the GOAT.
I hate to like say this, but like how Red is, that's how my dad is. He's like, the reason your head hurts is because you're a dumbass. That's literally how my dad is.
He's the American dad.
No, literally, whenever I see Red Foreman, I'm just like, God, that's so my dad right there. He's just an asshole. I'm like, yep, that's my father.
Oh man. Let's see. What's your favorite movie to watch with your parents?
That's a good question.
50 Shades of Grey.
Nice. Oh man. I remember watching. Like, I just love watching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies with my parents. Like, because we watch them all the time. If they're on TV, I'll watch them. But of course, National Treasure, baby. Got to throw the love for that as much as I can. Yeah. I like Disney. Like Disney movies like that are good. And then like Remember the Titans, so also a Disney movie. But Trevor,
the best experience. My family only like watches movie one time. Was we all watched Get Out.
I remember you told me that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, we all watched Get Out as a family, and I've never seen my dad. He never gets into movies. He generally falls asleep. He was like standing up, screaming, like "Go, go, kill him, kill him!" Like it was like the most intense thing I ever seen my family do for Get Out, and I was like, that was probably one of the most. It was so funny. It was one of the best experiences watching a movie.
Yeah, that sounds like it was a lot of fun. I remember the first time I watched that movie was crazy. But Jaren, do you have any?
My mom's pretty dope. She'll watch pretty much anything with me, and she really likes it. Like everything that I like, she likes. And even if she doesn't know anything about it, she'll give it a try. So I don't have anything like in particular. I know she really likes the Dark Knight trilogy. Like she's actually a big fan of that. But if I put on the MCU, she hates those movies. But like it really depends. Those are the only ones that I put on, and she's just like, turn this off. I don't like this crap. Yeah. But anything else, she likes it a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
CertainVids hottest take you've heard from me. This should be something. Yeah, you got a lot of hot takes, my friend.
As of
then
recently,
you all have like,
like really recently.
The recent one is that you never liked Infinity War Endgame.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Very hot take. Very hot take.
Next,
but yeah. Let's see. Top 3 Nolan movies for Film Fanatic. It's Interstellar, Memento, and Prestige. for Trevor, I think you're doing a video on it, so you don't want to reveal it, or
No, I'm not doing a video now.
you're not doing the video. Okay. Do you have a top 3?
Yeah, top 3. I'm gonna say Inception, Interstellar, The Prestige.
Okay, Jaren.
Okay, I don't want to like spoil it, but I'm not gonna give it away because I am gonna do a video on this.
Yeah, totally cool. For me, I did a video, and it was Inception number 1, number 2, The Prestige, number 3, The Dark Knight, and I don't know if The Dark Knight would be 3 right now. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I'm confident in that, but it's still a really great movie.
What would be instead of Dark Knight?
That's a good question. It might be Tenet.
Really?
It might be. Yeah,
I like it.
Got to see it a few more times. Got to see it a few more times. Film Alliance. Have you seen any R-rated animated films? Not off the top of my head. No. Have you?
Sausage Party.
Sausage Party. Yeah,
I've seen Sausage Party. Yeah, the movie's so forgettable. I forgot that it existed until you.
I can't believe
bad.
My friends in high school liked it, and they remember they all watched it and told me to watch it, and then like they said like every bad word in the like dictionary in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
And I was like, well, when I saw the trailer, I was like, it's going to be a really good kids movie. Then they started swearing. I was like, wow.
I don't like cursing in films when it's tasteless. Like when it just absolutely does not belong. Like I understand people will talk and they're like passionate and stuff like that, or it's like their background, but like when you purposefully put like that many cuss words in that short of a time span, it's
sure.
It's
like the joke isn't. It's not funny. It's like, oh, animated characters are cussing for 10 minutes. Like
exactly.
That's not funny. Like it's funny when you use cuss words, but like the joke is also funny. Like the Wolf of Wall Street cusses a lot, but like the stuff they do is funny. Yeah, and a lot of like Seth Rogen. Actually. Yeah, like it's funny because like the antics they're doing are also funny, but it's just like bland in Sausage Party.
Yeah.
Mr. Goated, Rotten Tomatoes named Black Panther best movie of all time. Agreed. No, I don't think it's the best movie of all time, but if you think it is, then cool. Yeah, it's a great movie. Let's see. We're gonna do some skipping forward in the chat here. Find the next question. Let's see. Films where the director's cut is worse than theatrical. I haven't seen the Alien director's cut, but I've heard it adds a really stupid scene. So I'll say that, but I haven't seen the director's cut. Do you know any, Trevor? You do watch director's cuts, really?
I haven't, actually. So I have Watchmen because I love Zack Snyder. I want to watch Watchmen director's cut. I know it's like 4 hours, so
yeah,
I'll need to check that out.
What about you, Jaren?
I've seen a few director's cuts, but honestly, every one that I've seen, it kind of improves the story from what I've seen. I haven't really watched any that kind of makes the experience worse.
Yeah, that's fair.
Snyder cut, baby. I can't wait.
Yeah, now wait.
Yeah, Max movie edits. Just watched Wedding Singer for the first time this week. What are your favorites from Sandler? Isn't it his birthday today?
Sandler's birthday today. One of my favorite actors.
Happy birthday, man.
Sandman.
Trevor, I'll let you go first. I know you love Adam Sandler.
Love any Adam Sandler, baby. Wedding Singer actually isn't near my top 5 favorite Adam Sandler movie, which is maybe a shocker. My favorite Adam Sandler movie, like one I probably watched the most, is Just Go With It. Him and Jennifer Aniston, kind of more recent, 2014. He gets married to this really young lady, and then him and Jennifer Aniston have like it's a really, really, really good romantic comedy, and I think it's hilarious. You can't go wrong with Big Daddy. When he's Dylan Cole Sprouse he's taking care of the kid. That's hilarious. The Longest Yard, extremely underappreciated. When he goes to prison and plays football, great sports movie. You can go Blended. Not a lot of people saw him and Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
And also 50 First Dates would probably be my number 2. It took me a second to get there. 50 First Dates it's perfect to me, dude. I love it.
I've seen like some of those, not a lot. I haven't seen a lot of Sandler, honestly, but Jaren, what about you?
So, like, 2 in my top 5 are not even his comedies. So, obviously, number 1 is Uncut Gems. And then you got Punch Drunk Love right behind it. And then, like, my favorite comedy of his is Big Daddy. Like, I don't think people talk about it enough. It's really good because it mixes the heart with the comedy, like, perfectly. Just Go With It is definitely up there, too. I don't like Mr. Deeds. I watched that. It used to be one of my favorites, but I don't like that one anymore. Wedding Singer. Yeah, Wedding Singer, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Those are some of my favorites.
Happy Gilmore is probably my favorite pure comedy for Sandler. It's hilarious. Yeah, I relate to him when he's getting angry on the golf course.
I totally forgot
like that.
H2O. Sorry, H2O.
Oh, Waterboy, yeah.
Waterboy.
Oh, yeah, Waterboy.
Waterboy's so good.
I've seen like parts like that movie, like, but it's not really like I've seen it. It's weird. But he needs to do more dramatic roles, dude. Punch Drunk Love and Uncut Gems. Come on now.
I haven't seen Punch Drunk Love, but Uncut Gems, my favorite performance last year was Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems.
New picture stills just got released from Netflix that he's doing another crappy comedy movie.
Yeah. I'm actually excited for it.
He told everybody he was going to do it. He's like, if I don't get nominated, I'm going back to doing this.
He's going to make the worst movie of all time, is what he said.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be
the reason I like Adam Sandler is because it's like his production company, Happy Madison Productions and all that, but like he has all his best friends in his movies.
Exactly.
Well, guys, you'll see guys with like 2 lines in the movie, but they're in every one of his movies. They're like his childhood, lifelong best friends. Adam Sandler's a dope dude for that.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like him so much. I'm like, he brought his team with him to become successful too. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Certain asks favorite Denis Villeneuve film as the Dune trailer came out today. Trevor, you have any?
Yeah, Prisoners.
Prisoners for me too. What, Jaren?
That's mine as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I think
how many has he directed? He did Prisoners, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049,
Enemy,
Sicario, Enemy, Incendies. I think is one. That might be all of them.
Yeah.
Sicario, I'm not a big fan of. Actually, Arrival is probably my least favorite Denis film.
Okay.
Really?
I only saw it in theaters, but I liked it. I just haven't revisited it. Let's see. Gonna do some skipping around here in the chat, try and do a little catch-up game. Let's see. So Zero Trinity says, I'm watching Dracula Untold. So we have a vampire themed question here. If you got bit by a vampire and you had 24 hours to either drink someone's blood and remain a vampire or do nothing and go back to normal, which would you choose? I would go back to normal. What about you guys? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be a vampire.
No,
I'm not drinking blood.
No way. No way.
Good night. 24 hours sleep, please.
Let's see. Have you guys seen The Boys? I have not.
I haven't either.
I saw the first episode of the first season, and it is fantastic. And I never went back to it.
Yeah, I need to watch that show. I feel like I would enjoy it. My brother likes it. I've heard a lot of people have praised it, so I do need to watch it. Also, we have 16 people in here, so if you guys are watching, definitely consider hitting the thumbs up button and keep dropping your questions. We're playing the catch-up game in the chat, but we're going to get to as many questions as we can. Let's see. Thoughts on MCU Spidey possibly incorporating Uncle Ben? In my opinion, it's way too late, so instead of shoehorning it last minute, just continue down the path you've already started on. I think they could at least mention the guy like by name, but I don't know. Maybe a flashback would be cool, but I don't know. It kind of bothers me they didn't have him, but at the same time, I'm indifferent. What do you think, Jaren?
It does bother me that they still haven't mentioned him. I think at this point, maybe if you did it indirectly, I think if you just like kind of just brought it up out of nowhere, it would feel sort of out of place considering they made 2 movies already. Yeah. I think there needs to be some sort of nod. Like I said, maybe not verbally, but you could put something in the background. Yeah.
And Trevor, what about you?
I just kind of agree with Jaren. It does seem a little bit too late, but like if they maybe what you said, Chris, like a flashback would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't bother me too bad though. I'm not the biggest. I'm not like a diehard Spidey.
Yeah. Eddie S in here. What's going on, man?
Eddie S
is
the
here.
Dude, what's up, Eddie?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? Love the energy. Film Alliance, a film you admire but don't like. That's all. That's
The Prestige.
Okay.
Dunkirk.
All right, we're going the Nolan route. Then I'm just kidding. There's none that I can think of that way. But I admire 1917, but I don't really think I enjoy it that much. And you can unsubscribe to me if you want.
Yeah. Unsubscribe.
Okay, I will. Just right after this stream is over, I'll make sure I do that.
Please do. Both do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
Yeah. I like 1917. It's just a very overrated movie to me. Like it's technically brilliant in every aspect. That's why I admire it. But it's not one I really want to revisit. I don't know. Favorite movie character for me, it's either Joker and William Wallace. Trevor, who's your favorite movie character?
I am William Wallace. That's a great one. Favorite movie character, I gotta go Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings, man. Jaren, just sit tight for a sec. Samwise Gamgee to me was I think it's my favorite Lord of the Rings character. and how he is always so loyal to Frodo. And I know Film Fanatic will appreciate it because he's my Lord of the Rings guy. He's got Aragorn right there, who's another great one. But what Sam says, he always has the great speeches, and he's like, I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Carries Frodo's ass up Mount Doom. I would say Sam Wise Gamgee, man. I love him.
Yeah. And Jaren?
This is one that not many people talk about, but Lou Bloom from Nightcrawler.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
He's just so interesting.
Right there,
He's so weird, messed up, but like that's the role that really made me like get into film in general. And then just Jake Gyllenhaal, like I really admire him as an actor. Especially that like scene where he's looking in the mirror and he crushes it. I don't know. I love it. It's the one that stuck with me the most.
I'm so bad at picking favorites. So this is hard for me. It's so basic, but like Han Solo and Indiana Jones, man, I love them both. They're like childhood heroes of mine. So I'll go.
I need to rewatch the Indiana Jones movies. I really do.
Yeah, I am gonna do that soon. I've seen them all plenty of time, but I need to rewatch. Eddie S. Really enjoy your reviews on Letterboxd. Well, thank you. Is there one in particular you are really proud of? My reviews are usually short, but you guys really articulate it nicely. Well, thank you, Eddie. That's very nice. I don't have any, honestly, that come to mind. I think that when I saw Boogie Nights, I like really just kind of gushed about it for like 3 paragraphs. Like I literally just went all in on it. Right. But yeah, I enjoy Letterboxd. It's an awesome app. Jaren, you have any reviews that you're proud of? You use Letterboxd a lot, right, Jaren?
Yeah, I do a good bit. I try to log every movie that I see. I don't know if there's any reviews that stick out in particular that I really love. I just try to do my best with writing all of them because I kind of enjoy it, but like not one really sticks out to me on the top of my head or anything.
Yeah. And Trevor, do you use Letterboxd that much or?
I don't use it enough. I really like the app. It's just like after I watch a movie, I like talking about it rather than typing it, and that's like I can talk about it rather than I can type it. Because when I try to type my thoughts down, how I'm saying in my head, I'm like that doesn't sound right. You know, it's hard to gush about a film for me while writing. So I enjoy it though, but I just need to get back writing on it for every movie I see.
Definitely, it's fun. It's like I usually do my not voice review, like my video review, and then I'll type out my Letterboxd, or maybe vice versa every now and then. But Jake A, unpopular opinion. I don't know why people are going nuts for the new Dune trailer. It really doesn't look that interesting to me. Okay, that's fair. I respect that. Like, it is a very well made trailer, and like I feel like a lot of people, who aren't like us, who like love watching trailers and stuff, would probably see the trailer and not like think anything of it because they don't really know who Timothée Chalamet is and all these. They're like, oh, there's Aquaman and they wouldn't even know that guy's Thanos, maybe. But they might not even recognize Aquaman. Looks good, or Oscar Isaac even with the beard. Exactly. But yeah, like I don't know. I think that it might not make as much money, but it's very hard to say right now. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I got some catching up to do. What movies have you fell asleep during? Max said he fell asleep during Dark Phoenix. I have dozed off, but I've never like completely zonked during a movie. What about you, Trevor? I think I might know.
2 that Jaren's probably going to hate me for. First one was Spectre. I fell asleep for a good hour in Spectre. Then I got up. It's
the worst of the Daniel Craig movies. I've said that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not lying. It was the slowest movie I've ever seen, and I knocked out, and I was with my brother and my mom, and I wake up, look at my mom, she's asleep, and my brother's sitting like this, and I go, why don't we just go? So we left. And recently, Tenet.
Wait, you fell asleep?
Okay, here's my thing. I was up at 3 a.m. for work, and my movie didn't start till 9 o'clock that night. So it was already a really long day. That's 18 hours, and I was worked all day. And you know the most important part, what's the gal's name? The mafia, Indian gal, the mafia lady.
Priya.
So when he's like talking to her, like that, like 5-minute scene, I missed that.
Oh, dude, I love that.
Then because the movie's so loud, and I was trying to fight it awake, you know. I like shot awake, and my girlfriend's like, "Did you fall asleep?" And I was like, No. She was like, "Oh my God, you fell asleep." It's very rare I do, but I was exhausted, man. I really was tired, so that's why I need to see Tenet again. I'll probably go this weekend.
Yeah, okay. You should. I would say I'll go with you, but California. It's a pretty far drive.
Fly your ass out here, boy.
Meet you halfway. No, I'm just playing.
Yep.
Jaren, have you zonked during a movie before?
You know what? The only one I can think of like right now is Along Came Polly. That movie I turned on and I was out like a light.
Wow.
Trevor's offended.
I'm not offended. I love that movie.
I hate that. It's honestly one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen in my life. Not gonna lie.
Dude, Sandy Lyle's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Really? I'm glad you thought so. I was out, and like after the first like 15 minutes, and I went back and tried to rewatch it again, and I started getting drowsy. Like I don't know what it is about that movie. It did not hold my attention.
That's crazy.
No lie, I've never like completely fallen asleep, but I'll pause it if I'm like about to completely fall asleep and like do something to wake up. Ghostbusters 2, dang near did it to me this past summer when it was on the 100 movies list, and like I was at work, so I was tired when I got home, but like I just didn't care about that movie. The Ghostbusters movies are overrated.
Yeah, I was about to say they're very overrated.
Yeah, they're just like not that good. Zico Trinity says probably won't read this, but I really enjoy listening to you guys talk. Have a very good night. Glad I found your channel. Well, thank you. That means a lot. I hope you enjoy all of our channels, and definitely check out Trevor at Film Geeks and Jaren at Jaren Talks Movies if you have not. Awesome guys. Best action scene in a superhero movie. Mine is the train scene. So I'm assuming that's Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I don't really care what anyone says. I think that it's pretty much going to have to be it's something from the MCU for me, and it's probably either the airport battle in Civil War, any like the battle on Wakanda in Infinity War, or on Titan. That's really great, or the final battle in Endgame, and that's just how I feel about it. Trevor, what about you?
I feel you can't go. If we're talking like battles, or like, it's hard to like decipher because we're talking like that. Like obviously the Endgame.
You're right.
Battle. Action scene. I'm gonna go Cap versus Tony.
I was gonna.
Bucky.
Okay.
Cap
I was gonna say. Sorry to cut in here, but I think from Winter Soldier, like the highway sequence is a great action scene, because now that you say battle versus action scene, you could differentiate the two. So if we're going straight up action scene, yes, the battles are action scenes, but like that's a great one. The highway scene from Winter Soldier. Sorry. What about you, my friend Jaren?
I don't know if I have a favorite. There's like a lot, but like one that sticks out to me is Captain America in the elevator and Winter Soldier. Like that whole sequence in general. I really enjoy that one.
It's great. I think we're all forgetting the New Mutants climax with the grizzly bear, though. That's really great too.
Oh, it was amazing.
When Chris and I did our spoiler discussion, and he started like, I was like, it was fine, and he described like the third act. I was like, when you put it that way, it sounds like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like, oh, don't get it messed up. And then there's a grizzly bear, and I was like, oh my god.
Well, they're leading up to it the whole entire time. Like she starts off talking about the demon bear, how there's like two inside of you, and like one, if you feed it, it's bad. The other one's good, but like the payoff was. It's like I hated it because this is kind of spoilers. Maybe I shouldn't say this. I was just gonna say I hated how it was set up for that bear to come out and cause destruction while she was like stuck in that bubble. But then as soon as she got out, it took her like 2 seconds to stop everything. Like, and it was the most pitiful thing ever. Like I don't know.
The bear stopped.
So bad. Yeah, that's it.
Bad movie.
No lie, I knew something was gonna happen with her, but like I didn't think like an actual bear. You know, like there's two bears inside you, like really like an actual bear. I don't know why. I thought it'd be something else, but no, it was an actual big ass grizzly bear.
All right, so a movie quote just popped in my head. You're a sad little man, and I can't pinpoint where that's from for some reason, and I'm a bum.
I'll look it up.
However, that's how I feel about that movie. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like Will Ferrell might be in the movie. I don't know. Sometimes
you're a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. It's Buzz Lightyear.
Is that what you're talking about? That is, I believe. Yeah. That is.
Wow.
That's what he says to Woody, right?
Yeah, in the first Toy Story.
Yep, that is correct. Yeah. CertainVids, which scene do you guys prefer? Spider-Man versus Green Goblin at the end of Spider-Man 1, or Doc Ock hospital scene from Spider-Man 2? For me, easy money, Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. That's brutal. Some of like the best fighting in any Spider-Man movie. They're just going at it, just kicking each other's ass. But Trevor, what about you?
Yeah, same. I never the Dr. Ock. That don't get me wrong, it's great, but like I think it was a little overhyped when I rewatched them. But the Green Goblin one, I was not expecting that to be so good, and it was.
And Jaren?
Definitely Green Goblin. Like that scene, that whole sequence scared me as a little kid, and like especially when you see like the glider go through Norman Osborn, and he's like got blood gushing out of his mouth. Like that whole sequence is so brutal, and Peter gets the crap beat out of him. I love it.
Yeah, it's very brutal. Film Fanatic, favorite show for me, it's Shameless and Gravity Falls. Jaren, favorite show?
So my favorite all-time show is Mindhunter, and then right behind it is Friends.
Mindhunter is so great, and I'm so bummed. It looks like we're not getting a third season anytime soon, man.
I hate it.
That's one show.
That's why I'm not going to start it. I would feel so unsatisfied, I think, if I started it and didn't get to see more. I don't know.
I think it's still worth it, honestly.
Yeah, no lie. And like how season 2 ends is really good cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a bad episode. And Jonathan Groff might be like one of the best actors like I've seen. Like when he plays this role, he's
so versatile, man. He can do so much.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To see him like King George, then Christoph, to see him be this like detective, how he gets people to talk for him. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
One of the coolest shows ever. I'm into like I listen to like crime podcasts and stuff. So like I'm really into, I know it's weird to say, but like serial killers like really interest me, like learning about them and stuff like that. I know it's weird to say, but that's like a common thing. Mindhunter's great. Favorite show of all time, it's got to be Game of Thrones and Avatar: Last Airbender.
Okay. Yeah.
Avatar's up there for me.
Breaking Bad is I know AJ's in here, I think, still, and it's really hard to top. We filmed maybe something related to Breaking Bad. It was a lot of fun, but that one's really hard to top. The Office is hilarious. Seen it multiple times. How I Met Your Mother, Game of Thrones, even though season 8's garbage. Sorry. And Ozark and Stranger Things are current ones right now. And Barry, the show Barry's phenomenal. I
need to start that.
Oh man, I've seen it 2 or 3 times. I showed it to my brother. Like it's awesome.
With
Bill Hader. Bill Hader's the GOAT. Yeah. I love that show. It's on HBO. Raptors won 125 to 122.
Yep, I got the notification.
Yeah. So that means they're going to game 7?
Game 7. Raptors are not going away, dude.
I don't want the Raptors to win. They beat my Warriors already. They got their championship. Now they need to just go die in a hole.
I think how crazy would it be if the Raptors played the Clippers, like Kawhi's old team can play, and I would be if Clippers play the Raptors, I'm rooting for Raptors to whoop them, dude.
Really? I'm rooting for the Clippers.
I don't know. I used to be a diehard fan of the Clippers.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I had sweatshirts, I had blankets, I had hats, and then it took like 3 years off watching sports my senior year till I turned 20. Started watching sports again. Can't stand the Clippers. I absolutely hate them. I'm a Sacramento Kings fan now. Been for the last 2 years, whatever. And then, anyways, beside the point. I'm rooting for. I want Lakers. I think Miami's making it out of the East. Miami they're 8-1, just beat the Bucks 4-1. Miami's looking low-key unstoppable. They're playing some great basketball.
Yeah, I don't want the Lakers to go to the finals, and if they do, I hope they get demolished.
Okay. Why not?
I can't stand LeBron James.
Oh,
I love LeBron.
Player.
Yeah,
he's my favorite player.
That's how it is though. It's like you love or hate the guy. There is no in between. I seriously don't think there is.
I want him to win because that will like that would be like it'd be the homecoming for Kobe. It'd be really dope.
Yeah. Also, I want LeBron to get another ring, but
so do I. So bad.
Well, I accidentally right-clicked somehow. Let's see. Has there ever been a movie so bad when you walked out, you thought about all better things you could be doing with your life? When I walked out of Rise of Skywalker, Kim was like, "What'd you think?" I was quiet from the time the credits rolled till we got outside of the building, and I said that was a disgrace. So yes, it felt really good out. It was so hot in the theater. It was a brisk December evening. It felt really good outside. I was like, oh, the world. And then I resumed my life. But Trevor, what about you?
I don't mind the Rise of Skywalker. I try to actually rewatch it tonight. That's actually a good pick. Thanks for doing that for me.
Have fun, man. I will. I mean, if you're having sleeping issues, there you go. First 2 minutes.
It's called The Perfect Guy. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I saw it with my girlfriend in high school at the time. The first 5 minutes, there's about 15 scene changes, like different days have passed in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And I literally looked at this girl and I said, do you want to leave? 5 minutes into the movie. And she was like, no. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It has like a 28 out of 100 on Metacritic. And I literally was sitting like this the whole time. Like, oh my God, so bad.
Yeah. And Jaren, what about you?
For me, it's a movie that came out in 2018 called Winchester. Don't remember much about it at all. It stars, let's see.
Is that Ian McKellen or am I making that up?
It's got Helen Mirren and Jason Clarke. It's got not a bad cast, but like that's the first movie I've ever been like completely restless when I'm watching it, and I don't remember anything about it. And it's a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Most recently though, The New Mutants. I'll be honest, I was so upset that I went to see that movie.
One that just popped into my head, I saw it with my dad. It was Snooze Fest, Free State of Jones with Matthew McConaughey. Snooze Fest.
Oh, really?
2 hours and 20 minutes in theaters. Garbage. One of the worst movies I've seen. I forget about it. I have to remind myself I've seen it. So I'll have to remember that in future Q&As.
It looked really good.
It wasn't. Like, it wasn't even an action movie. They marketed it like one. There was 5 minutes of even action, maybe. Have you seen George Lucas's masterpiece, Howard the Duck? I didn't know he was attached to that ever, but I haven't. I've seen Howard the Duck cameo in the MCU. Have any of y'all seen this movie?
No.
You have, Jaren?
Yeah, it's bad, but it's good. But it's really bad.
Isn't Howard the Duck in one of the Guardians movies? Like, you see him for a quick sec?
Yeah. I think he's at the end. Or is he in like that chamber to where all those people are like, and they're like in those like, I don't know, tubes or I don't know. There's like, never mind. I think he's in there somewhere.
Yeah, and he's in Guardians.
You're talking about portals?
Yeah.
He is. You can see him. I've seen him in there. I actually look for him. He's like near Wasp and Bucky, I think. I like this one. Pick a random Blu-ray and have everyone give their take on it. Jaren, are you near a Blu-ray shelf? If not, Trevor and I can just do it.
I am. Give me 1 second. I'll pick one.
Okay. Let me pick a random one. No idea what I'm about to grab. Please be something interesting.
I just grabbed a random one too, yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I haven't seen this movie in years, but I have it now in front of me.
Me too.
You can go ahead and share yours, Trevor.
Yeah, I picked Black Panther.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's definitely like the reason I say it's overhyped, I don't think it deserved a Best Picture nomination. I think it's a really, really good MCU movie, but Best Picture quality, I don't agree with, but I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it quite a bit. And Michael B. Jordan said recently that he thinks if him and Thanos fought one-on-one, he would kill him because he'd have a plan. And I was like, what?
I don't know.
Okay, bud. What the heck?
I'm sorry, if Thor can't, I don't think he can.
Yeah, Iron Man can't. Captain America can't. Captain Marvel can't. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah. Jaren, what Blu-ray did you get? Cinderella 2 and 3. Wow.
Thank God for that.
Give me your thoughts. I
haven't seen the sequels.
Oh, yeah, I haven't either. I just got sent from Disney Movie Club, so it's not even opened.
Yeah. That's funny because a lot of the Disney sequels are garbage, like the direct to like DVD ones, but some of them are interesting. I picked Ridley Scott's The Martian, a movie that I've only seen once, I want to say, and then I bought the Blu-ray. I haven't watched the Blu-ray since I want to say like 2017. The movie though isn't bad. It's a Best Picture nominee. Matt Damon nominated for lead actor. I enjoy the movie. I do. It's on the longer side, about 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I still have a fun time with it. The visuals are stunning, and like any space, one man in one location movie, interesting, kind of like Castaway in space. So yeah, I dig it. I need to rewatch that one soon.
I love it too.
Yeah. AJ, what's going on, man? I love to see you here. We had a great conversation earlier today. Rank the Joe Bros. Mine is 1 Nick, 2 Joe, 3 Kevin. This is most people's ranking. I'm gonna pop that bubble in a second, but I'll let Trevor go first.
I'm Joe, Nick, Kevin. I love Joe.
Okay.
I like
Jaren.
I am Nick, Kevin, Joe.
Okay. I am Joe number 1, Kevin 2, Nick 3. Don't like the guy.
Wow.
He's
you don't like the guy.
No, cocky. I don't like him at all. Yeah, Joe. He's the reason the band broke up because he's like, "Oh, I'm better than you guys." No. Don't like him at all.
He also apologized for that, dude.
I'm sure he's probably the reason they're back together. He's the only one Nick Jonas, they're the only one to go out and like be really, really successful out of the 3.
He is the reason that they're back together. He's the one who got the band back together.
I don't know. I don't like the guy. Nick. He's got a good voice though.
God, he's good.
Joe was always my favorite too when I was young. Yeah. A youngin too. I don't know. Film, and he's married to Sansa Stark, dude. So come on. Film Alliance. If Jaren hates excessive cussing, he should never watch Rob Zombie's films. No, never seen a Rob Zombie movie. Oh, you have?
You're right.
Yeah, they're trash.
He's done some Halloween movies, right? He done
I've never seen them.
Yeah, they're trash.
Yeah,
That's all I
I've
have to
never
say.
seen a Rob Zombie film. Noah Lasher, I thank you for joining. I don't think I've seen you in here before. What are your thoughts on the Terminator 2 Blu-ray and 4K? I literally refuse to own it on anything other than DVD. I've heard there's some bad transfers, if that's what you're referring to, but I don't own the movie. So do either of y'all own it?
I own it on Blu-ray. I haven't seen any Terminator movie though. AJ and I, that's a video we have planned for in a little while.
Yeah.
The Blu-ray is good, but the
though.
4K, I heard the 4K transfer is like really bad. I haven't watched it, but I heard it's really bad.
CertainVids top 5 comic book movies. Go. I know in no order. I'd probably say like that's a tough one. Like Spider-Man 2002, Iron Man, the Endgame and Infinity War, and then probably like Civil War. And yeah, I didn't put The Dark Knight on there. Trevor.
Infinity War.
That's
Endgame.
my favorite, by the way.
Yeah.
Not best. That's my favorite.
Favorite, best, same thing, right? Tomato.
Yeah.
Infinity War, Endgame, Spider-Verse, Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Jaren?
Dark Knight Rises, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, Endgame, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Nice. Stranger Boy, I like a food question. What snacks did you eat when you were little but haven't had since you were little? For me, it's Trix yogurt, Cookie Crisp, and SpongeBob push-ups. Jaren, you have any that come to mind?
Okay, are they called Go-Gurts?
Yes.
Yeah, those. I had those all the time. That and Scooby snacks.
Good. Oh, it's Scooby snacks. I never got those, but like friends would have them.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like the actual like Scooby snack, like they're cookie things kind of?
Yeah, the graham crackers or whatever they were. Yeah.
I remember the Scooby-Doo gummies were like insane.
Oh, those too, yeah.
The blue van one, dude. That one was good.
That was my favorite too. I love that one.
Best one.
Yeah. For me, I'd say there were like these dolphin Cheez-It things. I don't know if any of you ever had those. They were really good though. And then also Grips I've talked about before. Those were amazing.
I was about to say those.
Those are so good.
Yeah, Grips.
And then I actually love Danimals, dude. Danimals is where it's at.
Never had Danimals.
Yeah, that's right.
The smoothie things you shake up.
I knew that. I saw like on Nickelodeon. That was always
the Crush cups. Yeah, the twins from the Sweet Life would go like that and like crush like.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Any besides Grips, Trevor?
Anything I want now. Like I recently bought like Rice Krispie treats because I freaking mess with those heavy.
Yeah.
So anything I want now, I get. Jaren, have you had Hi Chew?
I don't know.
The candy.
I hadn't had it either. Yeah.
No, but off topic of Hi Chew, I just thought of another one that I really liked. Frosted animal crackers.
The frosted cookies.
Oh, those are good.
Frosted animal cookies.
Those are good.
Wait, what is Hi Chew?
Hi Chew is like a. How would you describe it, Chris? I sent Chris a bag, and then he told me these are you overhyped these, and then he ate the entire bag like that night. He's like, "Not lying, these are so good."
They're like
it's a fruit candy, and
it's a hybrid between like a Laffy Taffy and Starburst, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The flavors, the main flavors are green apple, mango, and grape. And green apple straight is elite.
Strawberry too, right?
No, they don't have strawberry.
I hate grape.
Grape actually, I don't like grape either. It tastes.
I
really
like
good.
grape. Grape Powerade's good, but anyway. Noah Lasher says Full Metal Jacket's finally coming to 4K. What are your thoughts on the movie? Haven't seen it. It's on the 100 movies list. So yeah, sorry, none of us have seen it. I'm sure we all will one day. Maybe not. Ryan O'Toole, best Sam Mendes film, 1917 for me. LOL. Yeah. It's got to be American Beauty for me, for sure. But I really do like Skyfall.
Yeah, Skyfall is my pick.
Skyfall for you, Darren. Skyfall for Trevor. Okay, yeah. AJ says, have you guys watched any adaptations of Sherlock Holmes? And what are your thoughts? Elementary, dude. My parents were literally watched that show nonstop. It's the CBS TV show with can't remember her name right now. Lucy Liu, I think maybe she's in it. Robert Downey Jr. I've seen those movies, really enjoy them. Ian McKellen and Benedict Cumberbatch. Haven't seen the Sherlock show, but the Sherlock Holmes movies by Guy Ritchie, underrated, my friend. Have you seen any of these, Trevor?
Yeah. Game of Shadows been a minute, but
good movie.
RDJ is really good Sherlock Holmes, and Enola Holmes comes out in a couple weeks, and don't know.
I got the screener for it. I can't wait to see it.
Nice.
Is that with gnomes? You said or
Enola Holmes.
It has Henry Cavill, Sam Claflin, and what's the girl from Stranger Things?
Millie Bobby Brown.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. And Jaren, have you seen any of these?
I saw the Robert Downey Jr. ones. The only thing I remember is both of them I was kind of underwhelmed, but I liked the second one more than the first one. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Certain favorite film score of all time. Really hard to just pick one. Tenet could be there it could be one of my favorites though. Tenet's amazing. But yeah, I love like all.
Oh no, we lagged bad. Jaren, what's your favorite film score? Go on here.
I just want to say that's a funny picture for him to pause on, but that's cool.
I know.
Screenshot that, folks. Probably my favorite.
Oh, I lost it.
Oh no, Chris, you're back. Okay.
You were frozen like this.
Great. I'm glad. Yeah, I look like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, probably. Yeah, favorite film score of all time. Hard to pinpoint just one. My computer does that when I go over an hour. It'll like lag out every now and then for some reason. But yeah, did y'all already give yours?
Nope. We're about to.
Trevor, do you have any?
I honestly, honest to God, I have to say Tenet. Because like I have a bias, but when I saw it in theaters, my rib cage was shaking. Literally. Yeah. Like my face, my cheeks were jiggling. I was like, just the beginning score alone was like how you played it for like the video you made for the podcast. Like you said, this score's really good. It never really captivated me. I was like, yeah, it definitely sounds good. But when I saw it in theaters, how amplified it was, dude, I couldn't even talk to my girlfriend and go, hey, I couldn't hear. I was literally like, loudest movie I've ever seen. One of the best scores ever. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Jaren, you agree Tenet kind of is amazing right now?
Yeah, Tenet's amazing. It could definitely become my number one. Right now, I still think my number one is the Shawshank Redemption score from Thomas Newman. It just holds a special place in my heart, especially since that's my favorite movie. But the Tenet score, I clean like houses and do stuff all day for work, and I listen to that with my AirPods on, and it just gets me pumped. It gets me through the day, no matter what kind of work I'm doing. It's just so good. You need as much bass as possible to really appreciate it, though. But it's like really good.
Man of Steel and Inception are also Hans Zimmer, and Hans Zimmer scores. Sorry, and they're great. Ludwig Göransson did Tenet. Have you seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? If not, watch it. It's amazing. I have seen it. It's really good. It's been years though.
Yep,
I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
We're gonna do a little bit of a speed round here. Stranger Boy, have you ever seen Sunny with a Chance or Dog with a Blog? Sunny with a Chance. Yeah, I remember watching that one. I loved it. It's Demi Lovato.
Yep.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Dog with a Blog? I haven't.
Yeah.
So.
It was okay. It was not great.
It wasn't? All right. Let's see. Civil War or Infinity War? Infinity War for me.
All day.
Yeah.
CertainVids, if any of you guys were to read a comic, which would be the character you'd be most inclined to pick first? Jaren, which one would you pick first?
Definitely Batman. I'm really intrigued with his character. I think he has a lot of good comics, like the Dark Knight Returns, that story, Long Halloween. There's a lot I'm really interested in.
Trevor, what about you?
Batman's like my favorite superhero of all time, so that's actually a really good pick.
I'd probably say Iron Man. I'd want to explore his comic.
Yeah, that would be my second pick.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or Spider-Man, because I know that Certain loves Spider-Man, and I like the character a lot as well. But Batman, like, there's a lot that I would want to dig deep into. Eddie S., I buy too many movies and never know what to watch. Do you guys have the same problem? And/or solution? LOL. Trevor, do you have a solution, or is it just an addiction at this point?
It's an addiction. I love buying movies, but I have a hard time watching them. I have like maybe almost 100 movies I've actually never seen in my collection.
Wow.
It's bad. So Eddie, you're my guy, and I'm right there with you, brother. No solution here. Just keep buying, or got to maybe stop buying and start watching. I don't know. It's hard.
Jaren?
Early on, I was just buying everything under the sun, but recently I think I've been pretty good at being selective. Like I have a list, and I only go off the list. So if there's like something I see that's not on it, I'm not really going to pick it up most of the time. I haven't bought a lot recently, but I used to be really bad about it.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Every single movie I own, I've seen except for 3 now. Yeah, and I own close to 300. So I only buy movies that I've seen usually, unless it's like a series, like the Saw movies. I watched through them. Now I've seen them all. But yeah, I don't really do a lot of blind buys. Sometimes I'll do it, but it's rare. Let's see. I'm going to do some skipping around here. Let's see. Trying to find the next question. Some of these are a little long. To the bottom,
my bad. We're way behind.
AJ says I walked out of a film called Motherless Brooklyn starring Edward Norton. I heard about that. Is that just like...
Dude, I love that movie.
Oh, okay.
I
Jaren, did that come out last year?
It came out last year, yeah.
I heard it was really good.
I thought it was super interesting.
Is it just Edward Norton? Is Bruce Willis in that movie, or am I thinking of something else?
I think he may be. I don't remember too much because I only saw it the one time. But yeah, it's definitely unlike anything I've ever seen before. But AJ, I'm kind of learning his taste because he also hated I'm Thinking of Ending Things. And I absolutely love that movie.
Half a star.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
I gave it 4.5 stars, bro. I loved it.
I need to check it out before the month is up.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to watch it. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would appeal to me.
I'm watching a killer. What's a killer? Oh, a killer babysitter thing. It's on Netflix. It comes out tomorrow. I'm watching that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. The Babysitter Killer Queen.
Yeah, it's probably going to be awful, but I'm watching it.
No, the first one was amazing. Watch the first one first.
Oh, is actually a first one to it?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Starring Samara Weaving before she got big, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nice, yeah. Stephen Harada, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Favorite Hong Kong films, mine are Hard Boiled, A Better Tomorrow 1 and 2, The Killer. All 4 are the greatest action movies ever made. I would put them up there with the first Die Hard and T2. I think I've seen The Killer. Is that the John Woo movie with Chow Yun-fat from Pirates 3? I think I've seen that. But other than that, I haven't seen much. Have you, Trevor or Jaren?
I don't think I have.
No, sadly.
Yeah. But that's awesome that you enjoy all those movies. I need to probably watch some more. Let's see. Looking through for some more questions here. Just give me a sec. Let's see. A lot of conversation in the chat, which is cool. Yeah, I think we might be almost caught up, honestly. I'm still scrolling through the chat. Let's see. A lot of conversation, which is not a bad thing. Favorite directors, mine Scorsese. Jaren, do you have any favorite directors in no order?
My favorite of all time is Alfred Hitchcock, but then, of course, Denis Villeneuve, Christopher Nolan. Scorsese's not up there for me, but I appreciate a lot of his work. Tarantino, of course. Those are a few.
Okay, yeah. Trevor?
Love me some Nolan. I watched a lot of his movies for the first time recently. Yeah. Love some Nolan. Love some Tarantino, but I really, 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 really love Damien Chazelle, man. I think he's my favorite.
He's great, man. I can't wait to see his future. He's got a bright one ahead of him. Same with Jordan Peele. Both very young guns who've made great movies. Nolan, Scorsese, Spielberg, Tarantino, Denis Villeneuve, PTA recently. All these guys are great.
I got to take mine back. Mine's got to be Gavin O'Connor. He's done.
Yeah, I know you love
Miracle, Warrior, The Accountant, and now The Way Back. Miracle and Warrior are 2 of my top 20s of all time, top 15 of all time, and The Accountant's probably top 30. The Accountant is extremely underrated if you guys haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it, actually.
The Accountant is really, really good, and John Bernthal and Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick, and then you also have The Way Back this year. I'm hoping for the Oscars because I think Ben Affleck should definitely. I hope he doesn't get overlooked. He's fantastic.
Yeah. The thing is, if they happen in April, that's over a year since the movie came out, so they definitely could overlook him. They definitely could, because timing plays a huge role for them, which is stupid, but it's just what it is. Stranger Boy, favorite Drake and Josh episode for me personally is Treehouse. That's one of the later ones. I think that's season 4.
That's one of the last ones.
Yeah,
that's the one I remember the most. Actually,
yeah. I think that the Demonator episode is hard to top with Papa Nichols. USA, when he's just
Papa
running
Nichols?
Around with Eric and Craig
Papa Nichols.
It's so good. And then there's just so many classic ones. The one where they're stuck in the house and they have to crank the power, or is it the TV and doors on or something, and Crazy Steve is losing it. Oh, there's so much great Drake and Josh. It's hard to pick just one.
My favorite one would be Josh is done with Drake. I'm not mad at you. I'm done with you. When Josh is late for his chemistry test because Drake leaves early. And that's the most emotional scene. And Josh starts becoming better without Drake. He doesn't need his ointment anymore. He's getting girls' phone numbers. He's hanging out with friends. He's super popular. Then Drake's life like goes down the toilet, and like that little like Drake Bell puts on a really good acting performance in that episode. And they had the ping pong, and you'll call me Master Monduku. You know, it's a great episode.
Yeah, Jaren, do you have any?
The treehouse, like I said, is the one that I remember the most. But then also, I still remember this episode where like Josh gets in a relationship with like this Russian girl or some girl with another country, and like they end up having a wedding ceremony in their bedroom.
You feed me goat balls?
Yeah. Also, the one I think they like rent out their house or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of episodes I remember. I can't really like pinpoint a favorite, but those are a few.
Which movie do you guys prefer? Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, or Drake and Josh Go Hollywood?
Go Hollywood all day, man. That should have won Best Picture. Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal.
I like Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh better.
Okay,
me too. One of my favorite Christmas movies.
Wow, that's interesting to me because that's like later too.
Yeah.
Go Hollywood is.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie. Go Drake and Josh Go Hollywood's great too.
Big Shrimp is like that's like the longer episode, right? Like Really Big Shrimp or whatever it's called. Really all Drake and Josh is good. Really and truly, it's phenomenal.
Great show. They need to put
I used to quote Crazy Steve a lot. I won't do it now, but it was.
They need to. Nickelodeon needs to make like an app where they put all like their old shows, new shows. I don't know. Like, I always thought Nickelodeon would because Disney did. Like you're telling me if they had Drake and Josh, Victorious, SpongeBob, Avatar, Last Airbender, like, dude, I would watch it. I'm freaking 21 and I would go watch it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no kidding. Nickelodeon Plus or whatever. Yeah, dude, great. That'd be so good.
Yeah. Favorite Sith besides Darth Vader?
Kylo.
I'll let you go first, Jaren.
Yeah, Kylo? I was going to say Kylo. Kylo is my favorite character in all of Star Wars.
Wow. That's a very hot take, but I mean, that's cool.
I love Ben Solo. He's one of mine. He's probably like top 3, top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Darth Maul all day for me. Darth Maul is badass. Like, just so cool. I love him. It's hard not to go against him. Stranger Boy, Chris Stuckman, or Jeremy Johns? Trevor? They'll never see this, so don't worry.
I'm not worried. I'm a Jeremy Johns guy. I always liked Jeremy Johns better, and Jeremy Johns was the first movie guy I found when I started YouTube. That's who I first got. Only guy. I thought he was the only one who talked about movies on YouTube.
Yeah,
very naive young boy.
He was one of the first ones I watched too. But Jaren, which one do you prefer?
I think Chris Stuckman, I prefer his analysis more on movies because he's definitely more of the critic. I think Jeremy Johns has even said before he's more of the movie fan. But I will say I really like Jeremy Johns' charisma and energy. I feel like over the years, Chris Stuckman started to lack that a little bit, but it's because he's kind of gone in the direction of other things. But I still prefer Stuckman if I had to choose between the two.
Yeah. I'd say Stuckman. He's like the first one I watched. I saw his Blu-ray collection years and years ago, and I just love the guy's content. I watch it all the time. Now he doesn't post as much, and like he's definitely focusing on other things, which is cool. But he was there before Jeremy Johns, and I still like Jeremy Johns too, though. But that's just the way that I feel. Good film from a bad director. Do you have any that come to mind? These are like the hardest questions to answer.
Yeah.
So, if you don't, we can just give it. It's no big deal.
I don't, to be honest.
A bad film from a good director would probably be easier.
Yeah, bad film from a good director. Death Proof from Tarantino, not a very good movie. It's like fine. It's not like bad, but it's like meh. It's meh. So it's all right. Like it's okay.
What's the film where Tarantino gets a foot to his face?
I think it might be that one. I don't know.
I think it's Death Proof.
Yeah.
He gets like a foot on his face. He's like,
just Or I think that might actually be one he wrote. It's called like From Dusk Till Dawn, I want to say, but I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. It looks like a lot of conversations going on in the chat, which is awesome. Let's see. I think we're almost done here, almost to the end of this. Blu-ray in your collection with the worst cover art. Hard to say off the top of my head. I don't own the new releases of the Star Wars movies, but I don't like the cover art for those. I think it's kind of bad, honestly.
They're very tacky.
Yeah, very I don't like them. They don't really look great. And let's see. CertainVids says Last Jedi greater than The Force Awakens. You know I got hit out with the hot take. Peace. Yeah.
I agree.
You agree with that take, Jaren?
I prefer it over The Force Awakens.
Okay. I strongly disagree, but I mean everyone disagrees on those movies, so I mean it is what it is. And Trevor, which one do you prefer, Force Awakens or Last Jedi?
Ooh, Force Awakens is top 4 Star Wars for me, dude. Great.
It's a great movie.
I like Force Awakens better than Return of the Jedi. That might be a hot take.
And the last question we'll take here is from Isla Turner. Underrated Marvel or Harry Potter character? You can pick either one. Trevor, you can go first.
Shoot. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter guy. So, shoot. Someone else go.
Jared, do you have any?
I guess like top 3, maybe Scarlet Witch, Bucky Barnes, and Falcon.
I was gonna say Sam Wilson, Falcon. Yeah.
Harry Potter. I'll go the Harry Potter route. Lupin from Harry Potter. I feel like he's underrated. He's a really great supporting character. I love the guy. He's an awesome. He was very sad what happens to him later on, but he's awesome, and so is Sirius Black. But that's going to do it for this Wednesday Q&A. Thank you all for sticking around. If you're watching the replay, consider hitting the like button, and definitely head over to these two gentlemen's channels. They've got awesome content. But before we get out of here, I'll let them plug the channels where you can find them on social media and the content they have planned. So, Jaren, you have the floor, my friend.
Okay, so you can find me over on Jaren Talks Movies on YouTube, also the same on Instagram, and Jaren Williams 14 on Twitter. I try to review all the newest movies. I feel very blessed because I was recently added to the Netflix press list, so that means there will be a lot more early Netflix content coming your way on my channel, whether it's movies, television shows. So I'll be reviewing The Babysitter Killer Queen. I'll also be reviewing The Devil All the Time when that comes out. I have a Christopher Nolan ranking coming up soon. I'm just really trying to like decipher the list and kind of make up my mind because it's like one of the hardest I've had to make. Other than that, I've got a lot of other stuff doing. I'm also doing reviews of Lovecraft Country weekly as the episodes come out. But other than that, it's just kind of all up in the air, whatever I want to throw out there for you guys. So yeah, that's where you can find me, and that's what's coming on my channel.
Awesome, man. I'm very pumped for you and your journey with the press screenings and all that, like the early access. Really great stuff. Definitely head over, show Jaren some love. Trevor over at Film Geeks, where can the people find you? What do you have coming up?
You guys can find me over at Film Geeks on YouTube. I'm one half of the Film Saga podcast, post episodes every Monday with my Chris from Film Stock, my partner to my left, I guess. And for Film Geeks, we'll be doing some Netflix content this weekend. I have a new, I've never seen anyone do it, so I'm very excited to do it. It's like a new original ranking idea that I'm very excited to get into. Probably starting that this weekend. And live streams with my boy Chris. And that's about it. You can find me on Instagram, Trevor Sandler. You can find me over on Twitter at TrevSandler1. YouTube, Film Geeks. And then, again, I also talk about Lovecraft Country every Sunday night. It's a damn good show.
Awesome. Definitely head over to his channel and check out the Film Saga podcast with myself and Trevor. New episodes every Monday, video version on Film Stock YouTube channel, audio on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those good places where you listen to podcasts. As for the Film Stock channel, I have some videos coming soon, top 10 movie sequels that need to happen. That should be a fun one. I think I'm going to do a collab with someone who's been on the channel before. Top 10 favorite Disney songs. You might be able to guess who I'm collabing with on that one. Podcast episodes, live streams, all that good stuff. Thank you both for joining me. Always have a fun time. And until next time,